guys. I don't know who you are because you're on a group chat that is or a group channel. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me. Oh my gosh, there's already 2 of you. That's awesome. So obviously I got my new computer. Obviously this is not it because otherwise how would you be watching me? But let's not have that fall off the edge. Yeah, so welcome back. I am so happy that I'm actually able to go live again. And I'm going to actually try to read the comments this time, so please be patient. And yeah, so let me try to get back into this. I feel like I was finally starting to get in my groove last time, and then we obviously had to end these. So today I want to go back to working on those pants that I started before. Let me know if the audio is weird because I put it in, hey, like I was saying, let me know if the audio is weird because I tried something different with my mic so it won't pick up as much of the noise of the paper and stuff like that. So if you can't hear me, just let me know. But yeah, so we are going to go back to working on those high-waisted denim pants because, of course, I have not done anything since I was last live. I mean, I've done stuff, but no, let's be real, I haven't done anything. So I posted a couple videos where I worked like the tiniest bit on these. And what we did pretty much was alter this. This is the muslin that I was making, I think, on one of my live streams. And then after I like worked on altering them to make them fit a little bit better. And now I'm pretty happy with the fit. So I have to take these altered like panels and adjust the pattern so that so that when we cut out the denim swatches, that it's actually like the right shape because this is different than the paper pattern since I made adjustments. So that's what we're going to do today. And we are also going to listen to a mixtape. I may skip some stuff because, you know, sensitive ears. I don't want to listen to anything. I don't know why someone's saying it's not showing up. That's literally a personal issue because obviously I'm live. But yeah, so I'm going to listen to a mixtape and everyone can give their opinion. Obviously, I'm going to skip things if they're super duper inappropriate because I know we all have very sensitive ears here. So yeah, let me get the pattern. I think I'm going to show you how they fit because you may not have watched my video previously where I altered this. So I'm going to show you how it's fitting because even after that video, I altered it like a little bit further. And I don't know why I'm wearing a jacket. I literally have been wearing it since I went downstairs to get my laptop. And yeah, I'm just like that. So anyway, so I'm going to show you, and I have this mirror behind me. I have no idea if you're going to be able to see in it. I'm definitely not going to start over, so you can just, you know, start from the beginning and be a little bit behind if you prefer. So I don't know if you'll be able to see in the mirror. Definitely not. Okay, I have an alternate option because I don't feel like moving my mirror. I just want you to see how the pattern actually fits because this is how I want the pants to be. I'm going to move up the waistband 1 inch. But other than that, these fit exactly how I want them to. So they're going to be super duper loose. But like I was saying in a previous video, I'm probably going to wear them rolled. So they're super relaxed. Okay. So that is the pattern. Now how are we going to alter it? Or not the pattern, the muslin. I'm glad you think so. I'm really excited about it, but also I am slightly nervous that, wait, Some people are, when they're white, they literally look like scrub pants. So I don't know if we're gonna keep them white. And white denim honestly sounds not that nice to me, but okay, so what we have to do is we have to look at where I made the alterations in this and then go ahead and edit it on paper. It shouldn't take that long at all. And then I can start cutting it out the denim part. The only thing is, I am slightly nervous that I will not have. That is so awesome, Jack. I'm glad you joined. Also, if you don't follow Jack on Instagram, his pasta sauce looked amazing last night. Okay, what do I need? So what I was saying though, I think thank you so much for your input, Sean. I know that you have such great fashion sense, so I'm so glad that you're here. Okay, so I actually forgot one tool that I need. I pulled everything out and I don't have a seam ripper. So let's see. I need a seam ripper to pull out the threads. Okay, sorry guys. I totally forgot about this. Okay. So in order to make the adjustments I need, I actually have to go back to this part and you can see like I drew a new line. I don't know how well you can see this because it's all white, but this is a new line down here. And then this is the original perfect straight line. So I'm going to rip out the seam for the original line. And then I'm going to recut the fabric. So there's a this is a 1/2 inch seam allowance and it's going to go from the new line. So it's going to become curved in a little bit. And so therefore, I just need to take out the seam real quick. And then after we get the new cut piece of fabric, we can adjust the paper pattern. Okay, so maybe while I start this, we can start to listen to the mixtape because that is what I said we were going to do last week. And then obviously I broke my computer. If anyone doesn't know, I did drop an entire glass of wine on my laptop and ruined it. So that is why I haven't been going live for a week. It was a great experience. Okay. So we are going to listen to today the Tyrus and Dre mixtape, which it's been a minute since I originally said that I was going to listen to this, and I was supposed to listen to this the first time while I was live. But then I ended up, the reason I ruined my laptop, in all honesty, was because I was helping release this mixtape. And so while I was staying up extra late working on putting out the mixtape, then I dropped wine on my laptop. So obviously when I started helping put out the mixtape, I was exporting files and like adjusting their format based on where we were uploading them to. And that involved me getting a sneak peek at the songs. So I have heard them, and also it's been out like a week now, so I have heard the songs. But I can listen to it fresh again today. I have not actually taken the time to remember which songs are about what. So it will be like I'm listening to it all over again. I don't think I'm going to start with the first song on the album just because it's called Bend It Over. So I feel like we need to maybe work up to that one. Maybe we'll start from the bottom because a lot of these I feel like I'm going to be like, you know what? Never mind. We can't do this. Okay. So first one is called Groovy MF. I'm going to let you use your own imagination while listening to this, and we'll see how far I get into the song, how much I can handle this. Nothing negative by that, by the way. Like, I'm listening to this because I genuinely like Tyrus a lot, and his friend Dre is also talented. So honest opinions, but also I really, 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 really like these people. So this is not me like bashing anybody. Okay. I am just obviously very virginal, ear-wise.
Dre, how we coming? They know how the fuck we coming. Full throttle. Got a full auto. Bitches, Dre and Tyrus, tell me who gon' stop us? Groovy motherfuckers. Dre smoking sticky sour. I've been drunk for hours. Litty motherfuckers. Groovy motherfuckers, had to go and get it. Gotta die with but I wasn't born with it. God forgive me, Lord, I've been on for sin. Through your town like a bad storm hit it. Ain't no limit, like the beat for the safe up. Ain't no way young nigga gonna let up. Sliding in a coupe with a swirl was a Tesla. All masked up, you would've thought I was a rapper. Well, giving all coach, you was fucking with professors. Fucking on your bitch, you ain't know she was a helper. In and out of pussy, you was she was a dresser. Play by the check, I'm at their neck like Dracula. Action neck like loose.
Well, I'd like to comment that they already used a lot of my favorite words. Like, they used the word heifer, Tesla. I think they used another one too. So that was great. I hope everyone doesn't hate like the music. We already lost 3 people in the last like 2 seconds of listening to the song. I'm sure they'll be back.
I'm a soldier, I'm a thug barbarian. I stick the money like magic. Shooting this shit like a basket. Like Harry Potter, I'm going to Hagrid. Should I had to run away like on Harry? Stick to the money like.
They also talked about Harry Potter. Love.
This shit selling like crack 82. Bitch, I'm groovy like Austin Powers shoes. Bitch, you needed me, never needed you. Like a sailor, I'm going to the moon. Like a witch, I'm right with the brooms. Bitch, I'm loony, I came with the tunes. All I smoke is that gas, is that fume. Why be in the block and I double up? Why be in the party and I fuck it up? Turn it up, rolling up, smoking up. Pull it up, turn it up. All you need is a sip of that groovy cup. Bitch, I'm groovy, I don't gotta do too much. Got it cloudy, got definitely smoke.
Okay, so I got the first. We're gonna go back in the background a little bit with the music because I need to be able to talk. But so literally, I said they talked about Harry Potter. That's amazing. But okay, so from here, I took out that stitch, and then now I'm going to go in, and with pencil, I'm going to draw out and measure. I believe we have all the seams at 1/2 inch. Yeah, that's correct. So I'm going to edit this so everything is at 1/2 inch. Wow, my hair is like way in the way right now. Okay, so that was song number 1. We will take a break, and then it always goes, I'm listening on SoundCloud, and I just have to say, SoundCloud, you literally make me listen to the exact same song every time I end like listening to a playlist, and that was obviously the last song of the playlist, so it ended the playlist. But every time I end a playlist, it goes to the exact same song, and I've never liked this song, and it's very frustrating. It honestly makes me want to murder you, SoundCloud, so thank you. So on a different topic, as I alter this, my hair is like really in my face right now. Maybe I should brush it. I hope everyone noticed that I'm extremely tan today. I am up like a full like 3 notches on the tan meter. And I've talked to multiple people today and they have not noticed how tan I am. And it's very sad. Like I put so much effort into getting this tan and no one is recognizing it. And you might think I'm joking right now and I'm not. Jack knows that I'm definitely not. Like I literally called him yesterday and told him everything I was doing to prepare for this tan, which I never do. And no one is noticing how tan I am. So thank you so much. So what I did though, I did want to talk about it because I highly recommend, even though no one is noticing and no one thinks that I look amazing. I know it does, but like I swear to you, if you put a picture of how I looked yesterday to compare to how I look today, I am tanner than yesterday. Maybe I just have to build it, but I am definitely tanner and I'm definitely not orange, which is always positive when you're dealing with self-tanner, which is what I'm doing if you didn't notice. You're such a jerk. You're literally such a jerk. But I used, just in case you're curious, because clearly you're going to want this because I am radiating. Literally, we have such a troll right now. But anyways, if you are curious, because if you are as fair as I am, then you might be interested in this tan, which my cousin recommended. It's called Loving Tan. It did not make me orange. My ankles aren't orange. My wrists aren't orange. My hands aren't orange. It did a great job and not becoming orange. It didn't smell bad at all, which is great for a self-tanner. And actually, like, if you look at me against yesterday, like, I am significantly tanner. It's just that I am starting at I'm literally originally this color. So, you know, you have to gradually work up to it. Otherwise, you're going to look really orange. That's the only word I can use to describe it. Also, I would just like to throw out there just a random question. Would anyone... Yeah, exactly. Like, ankles getting orange is absolutely horrific when that actually happens. But you might not know the pain if you're not super pale all the time. But I promise it's a thing. So I'm looking for the other place that I made an adjustment. I only made 2 adjustments, I think, when I tried these on for the first time. So that's actually really good. That means the original pattern was pretty close to what I want it to be. And yeah. What was I talking about? I was talking about tanner, but I was going to say something else. I don't know. Not that important. Like, no one really gives a shit. Yeah. So we're altering this in hopes that I can actually finally put it in the denim. Oh, wait, no. I had a really good comment. No, literally, that is the opposite of what I want. Obviously, if I said 5 million times right now that I don't want to be orange, I don't think I want to know what tanner Trump uses because he is the epitome of orange. And he's literally an Oompa Loompa, and that's the last thing I want. I feel like if the Oompa Loompas had a leader, it would be Donald Trump. I probably shouldn't say that online. But as far as what I was talking about, I was thinking the other day, and I feel like I had like a really interesting idea. I was wondering, like, why does everyone only want to be like a neutral shade for their skin, but like they want to be everyone wants to be a neutral color for their skin. Like they want to be tanner or they want to be lighter, but they all want to be a shade of neutral. But then when it comes to hair, like so many people want to be like colored. Like why does no one want to be like orange or lavender or pink? Like please let me know if you would be interested in being purple, because I am doing some market research on the topic. Like if there was a thing that you could just become like a light shade of color, would you choose like a different color besides tan? Or are you all about just being natural? I know. Okay, see, I'm glad someone is on my side because I really do think this is a thing. So please look out for my future successful business. Okay, so I am going through and I'm cutting off this alteration. Okay, cool. So now I have like this trimmed exactly the shape that it's supposed to be. Turn me around. Guys, honestly, I think in this live stream with 2 people in the chat, we can 100% get something trending. So with it only takes 1. So definitely get on that. Thank you so much. Okay, so now I am laying it flat so that the pattern pieces are completely flat, and I am going to alter the pattern. So I just need to find the pattern that I'm looking for. And let's see, I am looking for well, we can definitely rely on Mora. She is very consistent and she has a lot of social worth. So I expect big things. So awesome. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. Why do I not see the alteration at all? Oh, it's right here. Wow. Okay. So because I am working with, hey, welcome. Well, those are the best kind of followings, Mora. Obviously. You missed the beginning of the stream, Tyrus, when we were listening to your mixtape. So I'm sorry you missed out on everyone's opinions and feedback. I promise you it was all positive. But we've only listened to 1 song so far, so we might listen to some more later. Okay, so that is 1, and then we need part 2. So I'm laying the two pattern pieces that were connected on here together so that I can make the adjustment on both pieces at the same time. And just make sure you use different scissors. Don't use your material scissors when you're making this adjustment on accident because you will regret it later. All right. So I'm cutting it out and then I will go back in. Since I had to have them inside out, like the pattern pieces upside down in order to do that adjustment. Now I'm going to open it up and I'm going to erase this line and redraw the seam allowance so that it is it's the appropriate amount. I'm also going to alter this slightly because this is the adjustment and that is a really awkward like cutout. It's not really smooth at all. So I'm just going to curve this out so it's a really nice seam before I even adjust anything. So I'm going to use my curved ruler to do the adjustment. I'm going to use my French curve. It's like I've talked about before, it's my favorite curve. So, okay. Literally, I'm just taking off the tiniest little point just so it's not angled. Besides getting this amazing tan, I have also No, literally, guys, you are so rude. The difference between the scissors is that these are for paper. So these are garbage scissors compared to my original, or not original, but my cutting shears for sewing are like much more expensive. And these are just, I mean, not super expensive shears either, but they've only cut fabric. So they're gonna remain super sharp. So don't use your sharp scissors to cut paper, or they are going to now become paper scissors, or you are going to have to pay for them to be sharpened, which I'm way too lazy to do. So I would rather just not use them for paper. You guys are such jerks in the chat. All right. So besides getting this amazing tan, I've also been spending my days computerless, just binging Netflix. And I literally spent all day Monday on Netflix from beginning to end watching the series Cheer. And if you haven't heard of it, I honestly recommend it so much. I would have never watched it normally. That's a lie. Obviously, I would watch it because I watched it. But I didn't want to let myself watch it because it's like one of those, just reality documentaries. Like they're just following around people or whatever. It's like a reality show, obviously, but about cheerleading. But it's just one season. So you follow these cheerleaders from the beginning of the semester to the end of the semester. And you get so invested in like whether or not they're going to win, because there's only one competition the whole year. So the entire year is like leading up to this one competition. And you're literally by the end, I mean, this is probably accelerated because I watched the whole season in one day. But by the end of the season, I was literally on like the couch, like just on the edge of my seat waiting to see if they won. I literally felt like one of those family members in the documentary, like, are they gonna win? Are they gonna win? I won't let you know if they win or not, but it's definitely worth watching because you just wouldn't expect like how deep it goes. Like it's not like one of those shows where it like follows college kids like in their drinking and all these things. Like it's strictly just like them at practice and then their backstory, like how they grew up and all their struggles and stuff. I highly recommend it. It's very good. I cannot see right now. I don't know what my problem is, but this is like actually really hard for me. Okay, so this is my new pattern piece with the new line. It's kind of not perfect. It's kind of like a hairline looking thing. It's a hairy line, but it's okay. So now we're going to make the adjustment on this one, and we are almost there. I just need to make 2 more adjustments on the paper, and then I can go ahead and put it into the denim, which I think I started to mention in the beginning of the live stream, but I'm very afraid that I might run out of, I don't know what this is. Like everything is white and it's really hard to see. Okay. So while I make these adjustments, let's try out one more song. We were going in order. I don't know if that's a great decision anymore. I don't know what the next one's about. It's called We Bout It. Not we about it, but we bout it. I'm nervous. Okay.
Nigga better tell me to come, cause when I come like a big giant. Nigga talk shit, better keep quiet. Nigga fuck your clip, nigga, we bout. I said a bitch off, start a bit right. Keep killing these niggas, they keep dying. Said they did a lot of shit where he lying. We the king in the jungle, we lying. We lit in this bitch, we ignite. Say he gon' take my chain, well, bitch, try it. I'm back in this bitch, but I never left. I'm moving low key, bitch, I'm on stealth. I've always been me, can't be nothing else. Nobody help me, so
I know I'm a bit late, but I should have mentioned this. Because I'm listening to this album, this is like definitely not a G-rated live stream. So if you are over a certain age, definitely please do not listen to this live stream.
Myself, put that little gun away for you, hurt yourself. How you gonna scare me when I scare myself? How you start shit it can't finish? Bitch, I'm a hood dentist, the mitts. I'm a menace to society, I run with that fire with the boys in the hood, got the pitch. It's not start shit, how you finish. Put the tune in his mouth like a dentist. Nigga hot, no sauce, that's Beakley's. I need racks, that stacks, that's big cheese. For the 21st century, like Xena. Bitch, I'm all about me go like Leprechaun. Watch me get a comeback like Watercon. I was the first in school on the intercom. You can see it in my eyes of a phenom. Ain't no telling what we on. Young nigga, ice cold like Freon. Black nigga, but I'm dripping neon. In the field like Jerome Betts. Say you need a pack, I met it. I'm about that green like a net. Just like a movie, I got credit. It's a movie, bitch, play your role. Keep it real and never fold. Hit the ground running, 10 toes. Hot nigga, heart on froze. Bitch, I'm shit like this is death, bro. Fuckin' with me, you get death, yo. I'll let you decide, it's suicide. We live with death, yo. 6 feet under, how I'm killing it. Big Nike's times, how I'm doing it. It's Terrence and Drake.
Okay, let me try the next song. I don't think that song was bad. It had a lot of swearing in it, so. Okay, this song I'm pretty sure is very good. So, okay, it's called Make It. And now we're on to the...
Yeah, they say we wouldn't make it. Up and down, we gon' stay motivated. Yeah, they say I wouldn't make it. Say my life was wasted. Say I wouldn't make it. Yeah, they say we wouldn't make it. Up and down, we gon' stay motivated. Yeah, they say I wouldn't make it. Say my life was wasted. Say I wouldn't make it. Screaming fuck what they say. Hey, hey. I just gotta make a way, Paper chasing like every day. Got off my ass, I just had to make a way. Yeah, they say I wouldn't be shit. Picture me successful, say that I wouldn't be it. Yeah, they said I wouldn't be shit. I say I'ma be real. You gon' be a company, yeah. Vision 2020, I can see it. I'ma make it, best believe it. I gotta take it, they ain't wanna give it. Racing to the money, I ain't waiting for it. Yeah, racing to the money, got me doing laps. Just another lost soul going down the wrong path. Try to tell them about my problems, but they all laugh. To some bunches, to some jazz money, I'm good with math, yeah. Yeah, they say we wouldn't make it. Up and down, we gon' stay motivated. Yeah, they said I wouldn't make it. Said my life was wasted. Said I wouldn't make it. Yeah, they say we wouldn't make it.
Okay, that one I really like. It's my favorite one so far out of just the 3 that we listened to. But let's try a different one. This one's called Where I'm From.
Where I'm from, I swear scammers rule the world. Fast life, paper chasing fucking girls. Where I'm from, they take your diamonds and your pearls. Slipping coke, shooting guns, niggas wilding on that barrel. Yeah, it's a lot of drug dealing, lot of killing where I'm from. It's a lot of niggas talking, crabs in the barrel where I'm from. I'm from the dirty South. Nigga, watch your mouth. It's consequences for that snitching. Niggas quick to take you out. And I ain't playing about the money. I'ma find a different route. I'm not gon' bank with machine. Go when it count. Hear a gun sound, run, nigga, run. You better run. Got niggas coming masked up with them 100-round drums. Got bitches shaking ass and twerking, popping pussy for them motherfuckers. Boys talk shit, but they don't really want nothing.
Okay, I love that beat, but again, this is slightly inappropriate for my stream. So continue, love it, continue. Okay, this one's called Skip and a Hop. Let's try to find one song that's appropriate for my live stream. So far, that's a favorite part of every song.
My granny a pre, bring it down on the block. My niggas got key, man, come with no lock. Talk about money, I talk that a lot. Swimming in boards, I move like a fox. We'll go for a minute and double the pot. 30 on my jersey, I ain't missing no shots. It's tires and drinks, just wait till we drop. Come with that static, I leave you in shock. I done took so much drugs, don't know what my name is. I'm in the right place, but don't know how I came here. Ooh, that pilly got me groovy, I don't know whose bitch that is. We stay litty, got them glizzies, so you know we got no fear. I put them drugs on the block, baby on with a skip and a hop. New brothers with a throwaway glock. Bitch, I let you throw a lot like pot. Get your bitch, just yell on my cop. Bitch, step try to give me that twat. I'm dope, bitch, fresh out the pot. And you can smell what I'm cooking like the rock. I'm dumping and dope, you just a fiend. We all play the game, just on different teams. It is what it is what it seems. It's always been green. I gotta keep going, chasing the dream. Stay down with the team, by any means to get to the G. On my Q's and P's, do it B.I.G. till I D.I.D. GPE. And let's beat me in the streets. They gon' tell you I'm official. But he think he's standing strong when we gon' beat him till he crippled. In the way these bitches launch, you gon' swear these bitches miss. Nigga, I promise I won't miss you. I'm like Jordan with this pistol. Dre Jordan with the shot. Call me Scotty, bitch, I'm flipping. Ain't no.
Okay, again, that was a great song, but we haven't found an appropriate one for the live stream yet. You're saying to play Make a Way, but I'm trying to go in order. I'm going to start to get confused. Let me see where that is on here. You said play Make a Way? There's no song called Make a Way. Oh, Had to Find a Way? Learn the names of your own songs. Okay, so it's Had to Find a Way, and that just happens to be the next song on the list. So it's your lucky day. I will actually play it. And actually, I think this is my favorite song.
mama was away. Gotta make a way. Gotta make a way. My mama was away. My daddy was away. I ain't had no place to stay. We found a way. Yeah, I had to find a way. Yeah, I had to find a way. Uncle went on break. My cousin upstate. I had to find a way. Had to find a way. Shit, I had to find a way. Shit, I had to find a way. I had to find a way. Yeah, my daddy passed away. I had to find a way. I had to get a plate. I had to get some steak. I had to paper chase. I had to find a way. Yeah, yeah. I had to find a way. And I peep through the hate. I see them niggas watching. I see them niggas sticks. I had to find a way. I had too much on my plate. The bills got paid late. I just had to make some shake. Nigga couldn't wait. Then they took the house away. Yeah, that shit took my part away. Yeah, I'm tryna wipe the tears away. Yeah, told mama I'ma make a way. My daddy was away. I ain't had no place to stay. We found a way. Yeah, I had to find a way. Yeah, I had to find a way. Uncle went on break. My cousin upstate. I had to find a way. Had to find a way. Shit, I had to find a way. Shit, I had to find a way. I'm gone. I had to find a way. I had to find a way. Yeah, I'm from the city and to give it all we take. Rules, yeah, we break. Times that we face. Help me in my mind. Can't get rich. I remember those times when I couldn't get a check. Gave a bitch my heart and she left my heart to ache. Start making crimes. I want money, I want friends. Lot of niggas copy, but they can't keep up the pace. Trying to hold this shit together, but sometimes I feel I can't. The more problems I go through, I swear the more I drink. Mama, I'm your son, baby, no more rainy days. They said I'm going to hell, but I'm going through heaven's gate. And I hold this shit together, but sometimes I feel I can't. The more problems I go through, I swear the more I drink. Mama, I'm your son, baby, no more rainy days. They said I'm going to hell, but I'm going through heaven's gate. My mama was away, my daddy was away. I ain't had no place to stay. We found a way, yeah, I had to find a way. Yeah, I had to find a way. Uncle went on break, my cousin upstate. I had to find a way. Had to find a way. Shit, I had to find a way. Shit, I had to find a way. I had to find a way. Get up each and every day. I had to get a stick. I want my cake and eat it too. Hey, y'all niggas do what it do. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was definitely my favorite song, and we're halfway through the mixtape, but there's some other things I want to talk about, so we will come back to it if we have time. I highly recommend, though, you can check it out on YouTube and SoundCloud, and it is called Tyrus and Dre, the mixtape, and I just want to show you, I don't know if I'm able to, because usually you can't really see stuff on, oh, you can see it pretty well. The reason I love this mixtape so much is just because of the cover art. Everyone knows you're on it, Tyrus. Your name on there is RD Tyrus, and the name on the album is RD Tyrus. But the cover art is Phineas and Ferb made into Tyrus and Dre. And even though I'm way too old to have watched Phineas and Ferb, I did watch Phineas and Ferb in probably high school, and I love it. So this is my favorite part of the mixtape. But anyways, back to what we are doing here, because I know you're learning so much from my ability to one, multitask, two, sew. So I am almost done, and then we can start pinning these pattern pieces onto the denim and hope that there's enough denim to make it, because I really don't want to cut also, though, I feel like you're much younger than me. But yeah, so why is my hair like so much in my face right now? It's frustrating. I don't know why you would wish you were 12. 12 is literally 7th grade, and 99% of people, I feel like a high percentage, 99 maybe not, but a high percentage of people know who are you talking about he wishes? Most people don't like middle school, so why would you want to be 12? That's literally like 7th grade. Chubby years old? You look, who are you talking about? Are you talking about me? I 100% cannot look 40. This is crazy. Crazy and rude. Oh, 12 is when people are 12 chubby. I feel like it totally depends on the person. I feel like we've had this conversation before where people say that certain people look chubbier at certain types of parts of puberty, but I really just believe it totally depends on the person. Actually, if you are interested in that conversation that they're talking about in the DMs, I'm just remembering now that this is going back to a conversation we had on the podcast, and the podcast that I'm referring to, actually, that episode came out on Sunday. So if you go over to Walking Produce, you can find them on YouTube, you can find them on Instagram, SoundCloud. Check out episode 3 of the podcast, and that's when we talk about Mora having a fat face or something. Just in case, I'm sorry if I worded that badly, but all right, so let's see. Okay, so I have my pattern pieces. That took 10 years, but we are finally here. Wait, did I do all 4? Yes. Okay, so we have 6 pattern pieces total, but I just had to alter 4. So that is all of them. And then let's see. Here and over here. All right. Okay. So when you are cutting out your pattern, Mora, you shouldn't be eating this late at night anyways, so I'm not concerned. Okay. All right. Also, Roosevelt, don't be rude. Obviously, the highlight of Wednesday is Mora on Walking Produce, which is where you should be going on any Wednesday to check out what's going on. She should be posting all day. Okay, so now we are going to go over to the denim, and we are gonna, oh, there's one thing I need to do that I forgot about. So actually, never mind, we are not gonna do that yet. We need paper. Right here. Okay, so I talked about this in the last video I made about, that is a lie, I definitely do. Also, I check Instagram all day long for updates. And I already seen all 3 of your posts on Instagram. Rosie, you're talking about getting a shout out when I literally just listened to half of your playlist or your like mixtape on the live stream. This is like literally a shout out for everybody. If anyone else in the stream is actually wants a shout out, like tell me what you do and maybe I will consider shouting you out. If you want plumbing services, Sean's in the chat, and I can also shout out his phone number if he would want me to do that for him. Okay, so okay, so what I'm doing, and I talked about this before, I want to add 1 inch to all of the panels of the pants because when I was originally doing this, I said that I was going to add 2 inches to my original pattern, and I only ended up adding 1. It was just human error. And so, okay, so let's see. So I accidentally only put 1 extra inch on the pattern, and I was hoping that that was going to work out okay, and it did not. So we are just going to go back through and we are going to add 1 inch to every pattern piece. And the way that I'm going to do that is that I'm just literally going to use this extra paper and I'm going to tape an extra inch onto the top of every single piece, but I forgot to grab my tape, so let me do that. Okay, let's see. Tape. All right. Okay, so I was really hoping that I would get it in the fabric in this live stream, but we are already almost an hour in, so at least hopefully I will finish the pattern and then we will get it in the fabric for next time. All right, so now I added an inch, but I forgot to erase the original line. So I'm actually going to peel the tape off a little bit. Don't lose your pencil. You really don't want to leave the original lines because it can become very confusing in the future. So just try your best to erase all the original lines. I'm actually going to pull this tape off because that was dumb. This is when you need weights. Okay. Okay, and actually one last thing because we are running out of time. One last thing that I want to do is what was I gonna say? Okay, I want to taste test this drink because we just got a case of it at my place. And we literally have one of those amazing fridges now that's just filled with every type of drink, like hundreds of cans of drinks. people are hoarding food, they're hoarding toilet paper, all these things. We don't care about anything except for fancy drinks that we can order online. So we just have like 50 of every drink option. So it's really great. If MTV Cribs was going to come to our house, it would look amazing. But anyway, so I want to try out this drink that I just got because yesterday I did a video on my channel about trying athletic greens for the first time, which is, I wish I was sponsored, but no, I'm just trying out things that other people sponsor on podcasts that I listen to. See, I'm trying it for the first time. So I tried out athletic greens, which is something that Joe Rogan talks about and advertises for on his podcast. And other people advertise in their podcast as well. But yeah, so I tried out that yesterday and I felt so about it. I did think it was good enough to buy, but it was not like my favorite thing. But this is called Nitro Cold Brew Coffee, and I should not be drinking it right now because I'm an insomniac and it is already almost 10 o'clock at night. So I'm probably not going to drink the whole thing, but I want to try it. It's from Caveman Coffee Co. I think that's like the brand, and then it's called Nitro. But Joe Rogan has been talking about this for years, I feel like, on his podcast. So let me try it. He said you won't sleep. Yeah, that's what I figured because Joe Rogan always says it's really serious, but I already don't sleep till 5 a.m. So maybe I'll just become a psycho and stay up all night sewing these pants. Who knows? All right. So this is my first taste. And I heard it has no cream in it. It's literally black coffee, which is interesting. I've never had, I just spilled it all over the pattern. Amazing. I've never had a coffee drink like this. So let's see. Okay, that is really dangerous because that tastes so good. Okay, so fudge. I literally spilled coffee all over my pattern. Okay, so how I feel. That tastes really good, but also it's dangerous because it literally just tastes like water to me. I don't know what's in it. It tastes like, I guess it just tastes like cold coffee, which is watery in general. It says it's naturally occurring caffeine, 3 espresso shots worth. Store in the refrigerator. What are the ingredients though? Oh, literally the ingredients are just coffee and water, but it's strong enough that it has 3 espresso shots worth in it. Yeah. Okay, well, recommend. It tastes amazing. Like it genuinely tastes amazing. Usually I don't like these type of coffee drinks because I don't like sugar that much, but yeah, I'm not chugging it. No, there's literally more. I told you my whole fridge is literally like just canned drinks. Which is amazing. Do it for the stream. No. You know, if we can't listen to vulgar music on this stream, I don't think I should be chugging 3 espresso shots at 10 p.m. Okay, so you're just gonna what you mean, what's the concentration? It's the literal only ingredients are coffee and water. So it has 0 fat, 5 milligrams of cholesterol, 5 milligrams of sodium, 3 grams of carbohydrates, 0 sugar, 1 gram of protein. It's 14 calories, and it equals 3 espresso shots. And it's 11.5 fluid ounces. It does not taste strong at all. Like, it doesn't taste strong of coffee at all. But then again, maybe I have no taste buds. I don't know. Oh, what's the correlation? I don't know what you're talking about. The correlation to this stream and me drinking that is just that I wanted to try it. I don't know what other thing you're talking about. Okay, so usually I'm finding that very frustrating that things keep falling on the ground. There's no correlation between the coffee and the music. The coffee didn't sponsor the music. I wish it did. Like, I would be doing a lot better in my life if it did. It's just that it was just something I wanted to try. So I figured I'd try it on the stream, because I also, on my last video, I tried out the athletic greens, and that's the correlation. The athletic greens and the nitro coffee are both recommended by Joe Rogan. Okay. Okay, so 1 out of 6 pattern pieces are done. So one thing that I'm struggling with right now, and it's really frustrating me, okay. Oh, okay. That's hilarious. Okay, so anyways, we are going to continue on, and what I did was I got weights, because that was really annoying me, that my paper kept falling on the ground. So if you haven't seen before, these are the weights I use to hold down my paper or fabric or whatever is shifting off of the table. I don't know what else would be besides fabric and paper, but... And like I said before, these were stolen from a construction site. They're like, I have no idea what this is. Maybe ask Sean. He's in the live stream, and he potentially had something to do with these being stolen. But anyways, these are just like a tool you can probably buy at Home Depot. I have no idea what this is. I don't know, like a fat washer. I don't know. But these are the ones you can buy from Joann Fabrics. They're like little sandbags. These do not work that well. I highly recommend you buy something from Home Depot like this, or if you can walk by a construction site and steal them, do that, whatever you choose. So anyways, moving forward, no one cares about that. I'm going to add 1 more inch to all of my pattern pieces. And maybe let's listen to one last song. I mean, maybe we can luck out and find another one that works out for us. Let's see. Okay. So again, Had to Find a Way is my favorite song so far. Okay, the next song is called In These Streets.
Had real life, take a word for me. Shawty told me that she loved me, but she lied to me. Used to be blind, but now I see. Look alive, turn around in these streets. You reap what you sow, and you sow what you reap. Can't forget the things that your mama told me. Life ain't easy as it seems. Life ain't easy as it seems. Can't forget what mama told me. Watch for the fake phony. Keep her eyes on your homie. Guess some niggas went for me, so I keep the Glock 40. I be down for let it blow me. Stay smoking, I be loaded. Reminiscing, I be cold. Remember them times a nigga was down. I ain't gon' lie, I cried, my nigga. Remember that bitch that was all on my dick? Said that she love me, but she lied, my nigga. I ain't gon' lie, she hurt me.
Great song. Love that one. We're going to go on to the next one. That was amazing, but we're going to move forward. Or, yeah, forward, backwards, whatever. We're going to go to the next song. Sometimes I just totally forget what the song is even about because it's so much. Okay. This is called Wait. Stop. We're not going to play that song because actually that song is on private and I'm just logged into someone else's account, I think. So we're not going to listen to that one. This is called Lifestyle. Again, I love that part.
This is my lifestyle. I want it right now. I'm living for right now. I'm spending no cash out. I'm cashing in cash out. So just cut your cash out. Did that turn up go turn down? Get on my own now. I cannot slow down. Sea full of hate, but I won't drown. Smile in my face, no you fake now. This paper's the only thing I chase now. This is my lifestyle. I'm on it right now.
Okay, I have to give an honest opinion. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Wait, no, this is not your eraser. Are you serious? No. One, if it is, you left it at my house, so okay. But no, unless you own the exact same one as me, I have like a pack of 6 of these. So no, you probably lost it somewhere. This is mine. Okay, but anyways, even if it is, you left it here, so I'm not a thief. So okay. Back to the point. You got me totally distracted. What I was gonna say is I just want to take a break and point out that I need you to stop using that term paper chaser or whatever. I think you used it in every single one of the songs we listened to. Can we please buy this kid a thesaurus? Because we need some variety. I'm sick of hearing that same word. Okay, now let's back to the music.
Slow down. I want the racks now. I can't slow down for nobody, no. Paper chasing, bitch, I gotta go. I'ma turn up at every show. It's on me, you already know. And I'ma go crazy for that cash. If I gotta wear a gun or a mask. No helmet on my head, I'ma crash. Like a speed race, I'ma drag. Running to the money, gotta get it. Niggas talk shit, I ain't with it. Only fucking worry about the millions. They hate, they fake, I ain't winning. Say I done struggled, I done hustled every motherfucking night. In the cell with no bed in the place I ain't motherfucking like. My mama said they gon' hate you like they hated Jesus Christ. But bitch, I love it. How I'm thugging this, my
Who hated Jesus Christ? That's a very confusing line for me. Very confusing.
motherfucking life. This is my lifestyle. I want it right now. I'm living for right now. I'm spending no cash out. I'm cashing in cash out. So just cut your cash out. Did that turn up go turn down? Get on my own now. I cannot slow down. Sea full of hate, but I won't drown. Smile in my face, but it's fake now. This paper's the only thing I chase now. This is my lifestyle. I'm on it right now. I cannot slow down. I want the racks now.
Okay, I think we can agree that was a great song, but we really want to get rid of that term paper chasers. Oh, again, that was the one we're not supposed to listen to. Oh gosh, I think this is the last song, and that's the one I questioned listening to. Well, we're going to give it a try, and then I may turn it off. It's called Bend It Over, and so we already know that it is going to be a lot. Okay. I'm pretty sure this was made to listen to at a strip club. Keep that in mind. Again, if you're under a certain age, please don't watch this live stream because this is all very inappropriate.
How you work it, go turn around and go and touch your toes, girl, bend it over, girl, bend it over. I like how you move slow mo, you know we came to see the show, girl, bend it over, girl, bend it over. Yeah. Girl, I know you freaky deaky, come and put that thing on me, bend it over, yeah. Pop that, shake that, twerk that thing for me. I'm loving your vibe, your energy. Better on shorty, let's see shake it. Better on shorty, let's see twerk it. Pop that,
number 2, done.
Full of bad friends, you the littlest one, ain't you? Better on shorty, let's see you twerk it. Ooh, work it, girl, you're perfect. That ass shake it, and it's perfect. Watch how you work it. Drip sauce, your whole crew flexing. You can do it on a handstand, can you do it on a dick though? Dick though. Bad little bitch, can you really deep though? Deep though. Yeah. Dre in the cut, you smell all that weed smoke. Loud pack, smoking Debo. Drinking on the jack, got a nigga moving slow-mo. 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 Lose like a goose, I'm still turned up though. Turn up though. I like how you work that pole, turn around and go and touch your toes, girl, bend it over, girl, bend it over. I like how you move slow mo, you know we came to see the show, girl, bend it over, girl, bend it over, yeah. Girl, I know you freaky deaky, come and put that thing on me, bend it over, yeah. Pop that, shake that, twerk that thing for me. Yeah, we came for the show, let me see that ass. You the shit, girl, you it, girl, you all glass. You got the ability to make these niggas come fast. But you don't play, you make them pay just like the sun pass. When you come on, the lights come on like the sun blast. Got everybody watching you just like it's Comcast. The camera's rolling, girl, and your bird fairy flash. If I were driving, you would make that.
Again, going back to the first song that we listened to that mentioned Harry Potter, Tesla, and a heifer. Again, this is definitely, mentioning a lot of things that we can all relate to. We can SunPass, Comcast. I mean, it's very specific to Florida. So I don't know, maybe if you're outside of Florida, you don't get it as much, but it's great. It's really great. There was one part about a goose that I really don't prefer. Let's try to listen to a little more.
So hypnotized, but your body roll around and around. Booty keep bouncing up and down. I can tell you, bro, you've been doing it for a while. Girl, you the shit, say I love you. You do it on a handstand, can you do it on a dick though? Dick though. Tyrants in the club, I can tell by the sparkles. Just order more, Jack Daniel. I'm off the chain, do a thing on the strip pole.
I don't understand why when they talk about Tyrus, they say you can know by the sparkles. Like, is he known for wearing sparkles? Definitely, that would be completely appropriate and relevant, Tyrus, for you to send that footage that we can all enjoy in the stream, because this is not, uncomfortable enough for me. So we definitely want that. To me, that sounds really disturbing. Like, why did they say she's gonna drop a load? Drop it low. Oh my god, I think I heard that really wrong. Okay. Wow, that coffee is like really getting me. I'll just let it play.
Work that boat, turn around and go and touch your toes, girl, bend it over. Girl, bend it over. I like how you move slow-mo, you know we came to see the show, girl, bend it over. Girl, bend it over. Hey. Girl, I know you freaky deaky, come and put that thing on me, bend it over. Yeah. Pop that, shake that, twerk that thing for me. Pop that thing, let me see you do it. Group full of baddies, you the little SWAT angel. Shake it up, can you throw it on the disco? Disco, bad little bitch, ooh, freak hoe, freak hoe. Dre in the cut, you can tell by the,
What is this? Oh, because we already listened to the song. It's going back in reverse. Okay, that was great. Okay, I need to pull myself together because I clearly misheard some of those lyrics. Oh my god, my stomach hurts now. I don't know why I tried that nitro. Oh, I'm so sorry. That was probably so loud. Wow. Okay, but once again, so we've listened to literally that whole mixtape on this live stream. So that's awesome. If you liked any of the songs, go ahead, check it out. It is on Tyrus's YouTube channel, and also SoundCloud. All right, so that is number 3. Just 3 more. We're already over an hour. Well, I didn't misread them. I was listening. Literally. One other thing one other thing I did between the last live stream and this one, I feel like I started to talk about it on the last live stream a week ago, but I binge watched and finished the entire series of Love is Blind. And if you haven't seen it, it's one of those dating shows, kind of like The Bachelor, and they meet, like, they have 10 guys in a house and they have 10 girls in a house, and they're staying in the same house, but like they're not connected because, like, I guess they don't go outdoors or anything for 10 days, which seems really unhealthy and also relevant to today. But so they're in this house, they can't see the guys, but they can go in these pods, which are like connected, like the sound of the pods like transfers from like one room to the other room. And so anyways, like on Love is Blind, you guys are still stuck on the same topic, but I've moved on. So anyways, on this show, like they meet each other and via these pod interactions, these like pod dates where they don't actually get to see someone. So it's kind of like online dating, like where you talk to each other, but they actually talk like vocally. They don't just like message each other. They sit in the room and they talk to the wall, and then sound comes through the wall from the other side. And it's an interesting concept because they're supposed to like get engaged. In order to leave the house, they have to get engaged. And then if they don't get engaged within the 10 days, then they don't get to go to the next step of the show, obviously, because it's for the couples that were engaged. Which I feel like is a huge incentive for all the couples to just like, you know, kind of like decide to like match up with someone because they just want to like stay on the show. Because I was like really surprised, and I'm about to like drop some spoilers. So if you actually want to watch this show, then you might want to plug your ears for a minute. But like, I'm not going to be specific, but a lot of the couples make it all the way to the end. So the point is like they meet and they like talk in the pods. They get engaged while in the pods, and they don't meet in person and physically see each other, know what the other person looks like until after they get engaged. And then the guy is giving the girl the ring. And that's when they see each other for the first time. And then when, after that, they take them out of the house straight away. So they don't like have any more interactions with the rest of the people in the house until everyone is out of the house. So then they take them to Mexico, and then they go on like a little holiday together. And of course, it's great, it's perfect. But then after that, they get put in an apartment together, and everyone was from the same city. So I was wondering how this is going to work out. Like people just get engaged, like that don't even know each other. And then all of a sudden they're supposed to make their lives work. The way that they made that work is they only use people from Atlanta, or at least that's what they made it seem like in the show. So they all lived in the same city. That way, you know, when they get married or whatever, it's not like drastic life shift. I mean, it is, of course, marriage, whatever, but you know. So anyways, they have like this honeymoon, pre-marriage honeymoon in Mexico. They mingle a little bit with the other couples once all the couples are matched up and out of the house. And everyone except for, I think, like there ends up being 8 couples. So there should have been 10 couples. So I guess 4 people didn't end up matching up. Everyone else did. That's really good statistics right there. This feels wrong. I added an inch and there's only a ½ inch on there. How did that happen? Did I do that for all of them? No, that one has an inch. That one, oh, I knew I was doing that wrong. Okay, 2 of them are right and 2 of them are wrong. I'm the worst. So anyways, I'm going to add another ½ inch onto this one rather than taking off and redoing it. So, okay, that's very frustrating. Okay, so anyways, I feel like giving up on life. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Okay, back to the story. So when they all leave Mexico, they move in with each other. And then that's when all the drama begins and people realize like they might not like actually like each other and want to marry each other. And then still, only from the time that they leave the pods until the time that they're walking down the aisle, only one couple breaks up. And then all of a sudden, like when they're walking down the aisle, when the whole big wedding is planned, all their family members come, then the majority of the couples don't get married. So I don't know. It was interesting to me because I feel like on most of those reality shows, like usually the majority of the people do go through with it and then, you know, they just break up later. But I guess there's really no point in them like sticking it through when they really didn't like the person, because they've already got through the whole show. So what's the point of like staying with this person at this point? You've already got everything you wanted out of the situation. I had like no real like nothing further than that to say. I just thought it was very interesting that I was surprised by the number of people that of the couples that don't end up together. I have to say, I don't know if it's like the original coffee I was drinking or because I drank that nitro stuff, but like I'm feeling weird. Like my head is throbbing. I don't know. It was not the best decision. Okay. So now I've literally taped this 2 times and it is increased by 1 inch, which is what I wanted. I think. Yes, that's what I want. It's 1.5 inches from the original frame. Okay. Sometimes like the most basic thing just messes you up because you're like not paying close enough attention. And so that's what happened here. This is the simplest thing ever and I just wasn't paying enough attention. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to finish these up and I'm going to close this stream in a minute because I still have 2 more to do and it's already been 1.5 hours. And I'm so thankful that you guys are still watching, but I can't believe it because have I even done anything interesting on this stream? Like I have not accomplished anything. So let's. Okay, so the original line is here. We want to. Okay, so we're going to add 1/2 inch. Perfect. So the last thing I did want to talk about on this stream, I think I did mention it earlier, but I'm just going to mention it one more time, is I am posting every day for 60 days straight. And the reason I'm doing that is because of Mora Mitchell, who has been joining us very actively in the chats today. But what is it called? She is posting for 60 days straight, and I joined her, and I'm also posting for 60 days straight. So go ahead, check out her channel. The last video I watched on her channel was earlier today. She did a room makeover. I think she just posted a wine and whiskey, which is her like doing kind of like a little audible podcast thing on YouTube where she talks about her experience in relationships and life. But I didn't get to hear the new one yet. Can't talk. I just watched her on doing the room makeover, and that was really cute and really unexpected. So I actually thought she was doing like a real, I mean, I don't want to give it all away because I want you to watch it because it's really cute. But I really expected that it was going to be like a physical room makeover, and it totally wasn't. It was her just designing her new room. But that was still super cute and also kind of inspiring. Like if you just want to think out your like before actually doing any physical labor, if you just want to design the room, she shows you how she did it on her computer. And it looks really, really cute. So I just used the word cute like 60 times in a row. But yeah, go ahead, check her out. Her videos are always great. And honestly, because I haven't live streamed in a while and I haven't talked about her videos in a while, I'm going to mention an older video that she posted, I believe last Friday, because it was definitely worth a more than one watch. I watched it at least twice already and it's so cute. I actually mentioned it in one of my vlogs earlier in the week, or last week, whatever. But it's called The Sims in Real Life, I think. and it is really good. It's really, really funny. It is her and her sister-in-law pretending to be Sims in their house, and they do a really great job. They literally know the language. They know all the correct movements because I used to play Sims all the time. So even though it's been a while, I was able to recognize everything they were doing. And it's just really, really, really detailed and really well done. So go ahead, check that out on her channel. I'm going to link her latest video in the description box below. But definitely subscribe to her and check out her past videos because she has all different types. It feels like you know the language. You're definitely making vocal movements and sounds that are reminiscent of The Sims. So anyways, yeah, check her out. I am linking her below. I will also link Artie Tyrus's mixtape in the description box below if you want to go ahead and also subscribe to him or just listen to it on SoundCloud. I highly recommend it. Also, I highly recommend you just going there because honestly, I am going to be really, really honest. I don't even think that mixtape is his absolute best work. He has tons of stuff on SoundCloud that he has had on there for a while that I absolutely love and I listen to all the time. So definitely go give that a listen. And yeah, I'm just going to finish up these patterns. I promise I'm going to be done with them tonight. And the next live stream is going to be us actually like looking at the pans in denim so that we can actually see how they look. And hopefully I can wear them because I'm super excited. So yeah, I'm going to fit. This is why I use paperweights. So anyways, I'm going to finish that. I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for watching. If you love these type of live streams, go ahead, like it, subscribe. And also, if I'm not posting a live stream, I will just be posting another video. I don't know how many days are left, but there's probably at least 45 or 50. So go ahead and subscribe to get more rambly videos about life and sewing, and I don't know because I'm just doing it and I have no idea what I'm doing. So thank you. Bye.